Now, your primetime local news leader. Fox 22 News at 10.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Peter Dubois.
And I'm Beth Jones. First tonight, the Department of Health and Human Services, in partnership with the Maine Child Welfare Action Network, has proposed a $1 million plan of action on how to strengthen measures and prevent child abuse and neglect.
This comes as the agency has been under increased scrutiny following multiple high-profile child deaths in 2021. A.J. Douglas was there as stakeholders unveiled their plan.
The Maine Child Safety and Well-Being Plan is a first-of-its-kind measure developed on the basis of community input. The proposed plan would improve mandated reporting training, launch an education campaign for parents, and strengthen support towards local efforts. The Department of Health and Human Services Commissioner Jean Lambrou says the proposal is in a 1.0 version stage.
This is not done. This is a framework. This is just the beginning. It is really a skeleton where we try to identify the major areas that we think from research, again, from Maine families, we think is the right approach.
Following public scrutiny after the 2021 child deaths, stakeholders say this is a collaborative effort which requires individuals working on different levels to ensure the safety of children.
We can't just focus on the state agency or the State Department in terms of ensuring that kids are safe and families have the resources they need to be stable. This is really going to call on everyone in their various roles in communities, educators, parents, faith providers. Everybody in the community has a role to play.
The plan will also encourage parents to reach out for resources ranging from housing assistance, substance abuse disorder, and other early intervention services.
Parenting is a tough job, and it's a strength to ask for help. But how do we make sure parents are aware of the resources that are available to them, that we have really provided an opportunity to educate about those resources?
Lambrou says the specifics on how the $1 million will be dispersed and how municipalities will obtain access to these funds is still being solidified as the plan is still in the preliminary stages. The proposed bill will be considered as part of the governor's proposed change package to the supplemental budget. In Augusta, A.J. Douglas for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
The schools in Orono were closed today after the school department received a non-specific threat. RSU 26 Superintendent Meredith Higgins says they received a general threat of violence to one of their schools Monday night. The decision was made this morning to close all RSU 26 schools for the day, given the limited information available in a time-sensitive situation. Orono police are working with the school department to assess the threat and will provide additional information when possible. They say there is no immediate risk to the community and currently have low confidence in the threat's validity.
A crash in Ellsworth sent one man to the hospital this morning. According to Ellsworth police, around 7:30 a.m., a motorcyclist was traveling northbound on Route 1A when a driver in a 2009 Honda Accord pulled out from North Street into the intersection and collided with the bike. The motorcyclist was taken to Maine Coast Hospital and treated for non-life-threatening injuries. The driver of the vehicle was treated on the scene. The crash is currently under investigation by the Ellsworth Police Department.
A morning fire at Trewergy's Family Orchards in Levant delayed the company's planned opening. The Levant Fire Department was called to the Union Street business shortly before 9 a.m. for a fire in the company's donut machine. Employees were on hand preparing to open the business for the season today when residue in the donut machine caught fire.
We had to use a fire extinguisher to put the fire out, and we got to clean that up, and so it's not safe to serve food until we've done that cleaning. So we're going to have to delay. I'm not sure when, but we'll be posting on our socials as soon as we find out, and we're going to open as soon as we can.
Luckily, no one was hurt in the fire. A cleaning service has been called in to help the company get rid of the remnants of the fire and smoky smell. Again, unclear right now when exactly they will open for the season.
Come November, Maine voters will face the right to repair referendum question. Today, people on both sides of that issue spoke up at a hearing held by the Innovation, Development, and Economic Advancement Committee. Our Matthew Jurancic has more.
Proponents and those opposed to a proposed automotive right to repair bill made their voices heard at the State House Tuesday. The bill would require manufacturers of certain vehicles to standardize vehicle onboard diagnostic systems and make information accessible to owners and independent repair facilities, allowing people to take their vehicles to the mechanics of their choice or do the work themselves.
This is about the ability to choose where you get your car repaired. This is about a level playing field for independent repair shops in Maine and having the ability to control the diagnostic repair information from a car that you bought and a car repair that you will pay for.
Alliance for Automotive Innovation Staff Affairs Vice President Wayne Weichel disagrees.
Tell me why you're in opposition of the right to repair bill.
Sure. Automakers already make available to consumers a range of repair options. All the information is available for these repairs to happen. The only thing this is a monetized data grab by big box retailers.
However, the main Right to Repair's website says wireless technologies prevent vehicles from getting repaired at independent shops.
This is really the future of auto repair that's at stake. That will become less and less capable the more that the manufacturers transmit data through wireless technology, which basically blocks us as independent repairers from accessing the information we need to diagnose vehicles.
What this would do is sacrifice all of the cybersecurity protections currently on a vehicle and instead make a state board responsible for providing those protections.
There will be another public hearing on the bill ahead of the Innovation, Development, and Economic Advancement Committee's next workshop session. In Augusta, Matthew Juronsik reporting for ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
Volunteers with the American Cancer Society Cancer Action Network gathered at the State House urging legislators to support LD 1577, an act to require health coverage for biomarker testing. The bill's language defines biomarker testing as the analysis of a patient's tissue, blood, or other biological specimen for the presence of any indicators of cancer. According to the American Cancer Action Network, 60% of oncology treatments launched in the past 5 years required or recommended biomarker testing. However, the Personalized Medicine Coalition reports 66% of oncology providers said insurance coverage was a significant or moderate barrier to this form of testing for patients. The proposed bill would require insurance providers to completely cover biomarker testing. Cancer survivors and their allies spoke about how this testing can lead to improved lives and outcomes for cancer patients.
When my oncologist called me that day, I was leaving Hassan, getting on the highway to come home, and she called and she says, "You don't have to do chemotherapy." I was like, oh my gosh, somebody is looking out for me. There's somebody, a little guardian angel on my shoulder looking out for me.
The proposed bill will be worked on in the next workshop session for the Joint Standing Committee on Health Coverage, Insurance, and Financial Services.
The Mills administration is watching closely as a major immigration policy is about to end. More immigrants are expected to come to the border, including many seeking asylum in the U.S. This as leaders in several Maine communities say they're already at capacity and unable to help any more people coming in. Mal Meyer has more on what the end of Title 42 could mean for the state of Maine.
They're suffering, they're hungry, no food.
Title 42 is expiring right as communities like Sanford is dealing with a sudden and unexpected influx of about 100 asylum seekers just in the last few days. The city manager told CBS 13 on Monday that he is concerned about Title 42 ending. Starting Friday, the U.S. will go back to its previous policy, Title 8.
We have been preparing for this transition for more than a year and a half.
The Biden administration says there will be new pathways for people to legally enter the U.S. while cracking down on illegal crossings.
It carries stiff consequences for irregular migration, including at least a 5-year ban on reentry and potential criminal prosecution for repeated attempts to cross unlawfully.
It would make those people ineligible for asylum. National leaders are concerned that there is already a surge in people ready to try to get in. What it means next,
none of us know.
Martha Stein is the executive director for Hope Acts, an organization that helps asylum seekers and immigrants. She says it's unclear what to expect.
We know that the city of Portland and the surrounding areas are really struggling to help so many people. And this is playing out all over the country.
In Portland, more than 1,000 asylum seekers arrived in just the first few months of the year. The city's communication director, Jessica Grondin, says in an email they are aware of Title 42 expiring. However, quote, there's not much it changes for us since we've already said on previous occasions that we are already at capacity, end quote. And they have been clear with those who work at the border about the current situation. Stein hopes everyone from the federal level down can get on the same page.
My hope would be that we could stop weaponizing, demonizing, politicizing, and come to a solution that would really serve everyone.
The Immigrant Legal Advocacy Project, which is based here in Maine, says that Title 42 stripped asylum seekers of their legal rights. The spokesperson adds that they believe that what comes next would stop people from getting asylum and leave them trapped in dangerous situations.
That was Mal Meyer reporting. In other news tonight, 13 new game wardens graduated from the Advanced Warden School today at the Maine Criminal Justice Academy. The new wardens will now be heading out into the field. You can see them right there. They have just completed a 12-week academy that focused on subjects specific to the warden service, like search and rescue, as well as fish and wildlife laws. They have been assigned to districts throughout the state, including Lubec, Millinocket, Springfield, and Patton. So congratulations to the graduates. We certainly talked quite a bit about staffing issues and law enforcement within the state of Maine and nationwide.
Yeah.
So they are certainly needed and welcome additions for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah. Great to see them all out there getting ready to head out into the workforce and hopefully inspiring others to join as well.
Preserving Maine's natural resources.
Yep.
Alrighty, folks. Well, let's go ahead and get a first check of our forecast and see what's heading our way weather-wise.
Thank you so much, Beth. Our first weather today is brought to you by Webb's RV. Come check out the spring and summer specials we have on RVs and campers. Don't forget, we have the sharpest pencil in town. What a day out there today. Once again, it felt nice and warm. Temperatures around 60 degrees, not quite as warm as what we had last couple of days, but still 60 degrees, good amount of sunshine all over the state, north, central, and southern part of the state. Pretty clear, but it was a cold start to the day. We had some 20s, some 30s. 33 was actually our morning low. We had some lower 30s, below freezing temperatures just up north. So it was really a cold start to the day, but a nice rebound. Temperatures in the 50s and 60s throughout the day. Our high temperature at that. Tonight, though, we're looking at temperatures cooling back off into those mid 30s with clouds breaking up. Beth?
No problems with a nice, calm, cool evening heading our way.
Nothing wrong with that.
All righty.
Well, still to come on Fox 22 News at 10. Volunteers were at Camp Capella for their annual spring cleanup today. We'll take you there.
And the United States Coast Guard is expecting a busy boating season. We'll hear from them on how you can stay safe on the water. Those stories and more local news when we come right back.
The lives we lead, the journey that defines us, the dedication, passion, and teamwork in everything we do. Driven by the things we love. From the visions that lead us, the feelings that inspire us, to the roads that bring us together. Coastal Auto Parts, 29 locations in Maine, will get you to the moments that matter most. Get what you need to keep you firing on all cylinders when you sign up for Napa Rewards. Coastal Auto Parts is owned and operated by a Maine family that cares.
Are you considering buying a new home? A home inspection is a major step in the home buying process. Knowing the current condition of your future home is very important. From simple DIY repairs to major issues that could cost thousands down the road. Not only can TJ inspect your property, but he is also a licensed contractor. Give him a call today at 210-5000 for a free inspection quote.
Hood is the cottage cheese lovers love. Start with our award-winning country style. It's delicious on its own, or like this. That. Even, sure. Plus, it's got more protein than hummus and less sugar than yogurt. Then there's Hood's flavors. We expertly blend in real fruit or savory herbs for an unbeatable taste combination you can't recreate at home. Now that's cottage cheese. Hood cottage cheese. Always good, always Hood.
When Loring Job Corps wants to know the local forecast, they log on to foxbangor.com. Loring Job Corps offers the skills you need to succeed in today's workforce at no cost to you or your family. Check us out today at loring.jobcorps.gov.
Downtown Charcuterie, a small business right here in Bangor. The perfect place to get your personalized charcuterie boards. Not only for events and gatherings, but also perfect to take on a picnic or to give as a gift. After all, who doesn't love meat and cheese? Order one today.
It's an epic new season with weekly themes and a special new twist.
What? Somebody's messing with us.
The Masked Singer, Wednesday on Fox.
You can join Fox 22 and ABC 7 online at foxbangor.com. Be a part of the conversation on Twitter and join our Facebook family at Fox ABC Maine. Follow, like, watch. Download the new Fox Bangor app from the App Store or Google Play and get your news anytime, anywhere.
Welcome back. May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and experts are urging everyone to take stock of how they're really doing. According to Northern Light Acadia Hospital, self-care is a great way to address mental health concerns. Whether it's through exercise, eating and sleeping well, or taking part in relaxing activities, self-care looks different for everyone. However, experts say one of the most important things you can do to improve your mental health is to talk about it.
Keep talking about it. You normalize the fact that it's okay to talk about it. It's okay to have these feelings. It's okay to go talk to someone for help. Then I think that would achieve a lot more in terms of early identification, and maybe it doesn't prevent someone from getting so sick.
Setting goals, practicing gratitude, and staying connected with friends and family can further help to strengthen your mental health. However, self-care is not a cure for mental health issues or mental illness. Experts say people should speak with their healthcare provider for specific treatment options. For more mental health tips, you can visit northernlighthealth.org/behavioral health.
Volunteers got their hands dirty as part of a cleanup effort this morning. Our David Ledford dug up the story.
They help us with all of the cleaning, the weeding, the yard maintenance that needs to happen after a long winter in Maine.
With summer just around the corner, volunteers from Down East Horizons participated in the annual Camp Capella Spring Cleanup. Both Camp Capella and Down East Horizons help to support those with developmental disabilities. But camp representatives say the day is a chance for the volunteers to give back.
We're a nonprofit, and it's very hard to have staffing and be able to pay for it. These volunteer days are extremely important to make sure that camp is ready to open in the summertime.
Volunteers raked the grounds, put in docks, and planted new greenery. Camp representatives say that many of the volunteers are campers themselves, and that the day is essential for opening camp on time, to provide campers from all over the state with activities, programs, and social interactions they may not be able to find elsewhere.
Without them, it would be a very, very few of us that would be doing all this work, and with 80 people, we get it done in one day. So that is such a treasure.
Organizers say Down East Horizons has helped to open the camp for the summer season for more than 10 years. Camp Capella will welcome 2023 campers in June. In Dedham, David Ledford, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
The U.S. Coast Guard hosted a conference this morning in preparation for what they anticipate to be a very busy boating season. Devin Dagnalt has more.
The U.S. Coast Guard Northern New England sector hosted its annual Spring Search and Rescue and Recreational Boating Safety Conference.
Partnerships and teamwork are critical, like I said, to really all of our missions. So today was just about ensuring that teamwork, that coordination, that unity of effort amongst our partners, and just letting everybody know, we've got each other's back.
The U.S. Coast Guard Northern New England Sector's Recreational Boating Safety Coordinator, Ryan Crockney, says the meeting is the perfect opportunity for local and state agencies, harbor masters, and maritime partners to compare notes from last year's season and prepare for the one ahead.
Everybody's on the same sheet of music and understanding of what needs to happen to either A, rescue somebody that's, having a really bad day out there in a distressed situation, or just trying to keep people safe and enjoying our wonderful waters here in Maine.
According to Crockney, many of the accidents and situations handled by the Coast Guard could easily be avoided if boaters took proper precautions and educated themselves.
There's many different types of boating education courses out there that you can take advantage of. If nothing else, just understanding basic, rules of the road and understanding that, there are rules out on the water.
Crockney says some of the key safety measures boaters should follow on the water include never operating a boat under the influence, being aware of the weather, creating a float plan, and having at least one life jacket per person on board.
We've got some of the best recreational boating waters in the country here in Maine. We're very fortunate. We want people to get out there and enjoy it, but we want them to do so safely.
Educational materials and resources can be found on uscgboating.org. In Southwest Harbor, Devin Dagnall, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
There's so much fun to be had out on the water, but when people don't take safety seriously, it can go downhill so quickly and just ruin everything.
Absolutely. Just like really any vehicle, it can be so dangerous, especially when you add in distractions and, any substances too. So you got to be just very, very vigilant when you're out there.
Important to realize that the choices that you make impact other people too.
That too. Yep.
Alrighty, folks. Well, coming up on the 10 p.m. news on Fox 22, a New York jury found former President Trump guilty on some of the charges in the E. Jean Carroll case.
And we'll have the latest on the progress or lack thereof in Washington about finding a compromise on raising the debt ceiling. Those stories and more as the 10 p.m. news on Fox 22 comes right back.
Paramount Paving, Maine's go-to for all your paving and seal coating. Paramount Paving offers commercial and residential paving and seal coating services throughout eastern and central Maine. Give us a call for a free estimate today. Paramount Paving. When it comes to paving, we are Paramount.
Low E, also known as low energy, is wreaking havoc on millions.
I can't even pull out the hose.
Thankfully, there's Planet Fitness. Now through May 10th, join Planet Fitness for $1 down, $10 a month, cancel anytime. It's how you turn your low E into big fitness energy. Our clean and spacious, judgment-free zone has equipment for every workout to keep you energized all day. Simply join through the free PF app for $1 down, $10 a month. No commitment, cancel anytime. Deal ends Wednesday, May 10th.
Fear, pain, and anxiety are all feelings associated with dental treatments, but it doesn't have to be that way. Dental lasers offer a way to remove tooth decay without using the dental drill. In fact, we do most dental fillings here at Twin City Dental without numbing, so no needle. And for treatments like root canals or having many teeth extracted, we also provide IV sedation. So call Twin City Dental for your next dentist appointment.
BuyAToyota.com is Toyota's official website for deals. See every official Toyota deal out there, including offers not seen on TV. BuyAToyota.com when you officially want the best deal. Toyota, let's go places.
Nicole specializes in electrolysis, which is the only FDA-proven method for permanent hair removal. From eyebrows to toes and everything in between. Let her take care of your unwanted hair. Call 949-3098 to book an appointment.
Wednesdays on Fox. 4 small-town farmers welcome big city women.
I'm moving in.
For a chance at love in the heartland.
So what are you looking for?
I'm looking for you.
If Yellowstone and The Bachelor had a baby, it would be this reality show unlike any other.
So what made you want to do this?
No matter how content you are by yourself, there's just still something missing.
I love everything about him.
I would really love it if you would join me in this journey.
Farmer Wants a Wife. All new Wednesdays on Fox and watch anytime on Hulu.
Paramount Paving, Maine's go-to for all your paving and seal coating. Paramount Paving offers commercial and residential paving and seal coating services throughout eastern and central Maine. Give us a call for a free estimate today. Paramount Paving. When it comes to paving, we are Paramount.
You're watching Fox 22, Bangor.
A New York jury found former President Trump liable in the civil case brought against him by author E. Jean Carroll. Brian Yennis has the story.
Part of me was obviously very happy that Donald Trump was not branded a rapist.
A New York jury rejects E. Jean Carroll's claim of rape, but finds former President Donald Trump liable for sexually abusing and forcibly touching the advice columnist in 1996. The incident reportedly took place inside a Manhattan department store dressing room. Trump was also found liable for defamation for maliciously smearing Carroll's reputation after she went public with the story.
We'll obviously be appealing those other findings, but they rejected her rape claim, and she'd always claimed this was a rape case. So So it's a little perplexing.
As part of the judgment, Carroll was awarded $5 million in damages. In a statement, she says, quote, "Today, the world finally knows the truth. This victory is not just for me, but for every woman who has suffered because she was not believed." As for Trump, he took to Truth Social to say, quote, "I have absolutely no idea who this woman is. This verdict is a disgrace, a continuation of the greatest witch hunt of all time." The civil trial verdict was reached in less than 3 hours Tuesday. While Trump did not testify during the trial, he did give a video deposition that was played for the jury, a jury Trump and his legal team believe was biased.
He's firm in his belief, as many people are, that he cannot get a fair trial in New York City based on the jury pool. And I think one could argue that that's probably an accurate assessment based on what happened today.
Former President Trump has told Fox Digital he will appeal this verdict. It's just one of many legal battles he's facing as he heads into the 2024 elections. In New York, Brian Yennis, Fox News.
President Biden met with top congressional leaders as they try to overcome a months-long impasse over raising the $31.4 trillion debt limit. Fox's Kevin Corke is in Washington with more.
We need to take the threat of default off the table.
With potential economic disaster looming, there's been no movement toward a deal over the nation's borrowing limit. The top 4 congressional leaders met with President Biden at the White House, unable to hammer out a way forward without allowing the country to default for the first time in history.
I made clear during our meeting that default is not an option.
The session lasted just over an hour. Both sides emerged frustrated, accusing the other of stalling progress. Republicans say they came to the table pushing for cuts to government spending in exchange for raising the debt ceiling, claiming the Dems came without ideas or proposals.
You can't sit back and hold the country hostage. You can't be so extreme in your views that you're not going to negotiate.
Across the aisle, Democrats and the president reinforced their stance to hold talks on spending after a deal is reached, and they won't use a short-term debt limit increase as a Band-Aid.
The disagreements are wide, and anyone who says my way or no way, and we're going to default, is not serving the country well.
But the clock is ticking. America could max out its credit line on June 1st, leading to a potential economic disaster, possibly plunging the country into a recession.
The solution to this problem lies with 2 people, the President of the United States and the Speaker of the House.
The Big 4 lawmakers will continue to try to bridge the gap ahead of their next meeting with the president, which is coming up on Friday. In Washington, Kevin Corke, Fox News.
More trouble for New York Representative George Santos. The Long Island Republican has
2017, an FDNY
The Long Island Republican has been hit with several federal criminal charges, the nature of those, though, currently filed under seal. It comes as New York and Washington prosecutors have been investigating a variety of false statements and alleged misconduct during his 2022 campaign for Congress, including stealing funds meant for a dying war veteran's dog, breaking campaign finance laws, and credit card fraud. The 34-year-old has admitted to fabricating some of his background, but denies claims that could add up to criminal charges. It has been reported that Santos could be arrested as early as Wednesday.
Several of the nation's COVID-19 mandates will be coming to an end this week. Fox's CB Cotton has the story.
America's COVID-19 public health emergency is set to end Thursday, meaning several pandemic-era rules are coming to an end. This includes vaccine requirements for federal workers and federal contractors. International travelers will also no longer need to show proof of vaccination to enter the U.S. The change comes days after the World Health Organization announced COVID-19 no longer qualifies as a global health emergency.
The president has taken this very seriously since day one, and now it's good. It's actually good that we're in a different stage of this pandemic.
These COVID measures were among the last still in place that were issued by the federal government during the pandemic 2 years ago. Mask requirements and quarantines have all disappeared over the last year as the nation returns to normal. Critics, however, say the lasting impact of the Biden administration's pandemic mandates will be felt for years.
The prolonged shutdowns, the prolonged lack of education, social interactions has led to drug overdoses increasing, alcohol intoxications. 20 to 25% of Americans are now depressed. These are real problems that will long overlive the pandemic.
The White House sees it differently.
Over the last 2 years, the administration has made significant progress in ability to manage COVID-19 in a way that protects life and health and no longer meaningfully disrupts our lives.
Also ending Thursday, Title 42, which curbed the number of migrants at the border. The White House says it has a plan ready to deal with the expected surge in crossings once the policy ends. In New York, CB Cotton, Fox News.
And still to come on Fox 22 News at 10, we'll have the latest entertainment news out of Hollywood.
And in sports, following their first America East Series loss last weekend, UMaine Baseball is looking to finish out the regular season on a high note. We'll be right back.
I'm looking for a partner that I can invest $250,000 in. I'm looking for my next food star.
Gordon Ramsay's Food Stars, May 24th on Fox.
Electrify Maine is Maine's #1 electrical contractor, providing outstanding electrical services to businesses, industries, and homes throughout the state. Electrify Maine also sells and installs heat pumps and is a licensed Generac dealer. Call us today for a free estimate.
We're lucky to live in Maine. We have a wealth of natural resources, hardworking people, and time for the things that matter. Mechanical Services is all about Maine, with energy efficiency that protects our environment and helps businesses grow. Preventive maintenance and energy solutions that save money. How Maine is that? Mechanical Services. We're everywhere you are in Maine.
2024 Chevy Silverado HD with Duramax diesel. And the Chevy Silverado with powerful TurboMax engine. No matter what route you take, there's a Chevy truck to get you there. Find new roads. Get 1.9% financing on all 2023 Silverado 1500 LT TurboMax pickups. Plus, current Chevy owners get a $4,000 total cash allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle. Visit your Maine Chevy dealer.
On the Road, broadcasting the news at 6, live from Hamden, is sponsored by Maine Savings. Goes beyond what's expected by finding new ways to offer superior financial services. Find a better path forward with Maine Savings. Come to Comfort Shoes and More in Newport to get fitted for comfortable shoes that will make your feet happy. Come see us at R&K Variety in Hamden. More than just a convenience store, we're your neighbor, chef, barista, and friend. Stop by today.
If you don't want to look like this, then don't forget the lyrics.
I love this show. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. Something, something, something. I already know you don't feel confident with something, something, something.
Sing in the blanks and win a chance at $1 million. Niecy Nash hosts
two things everybody loves: music and money.
Don't Forget the Lyrics premieres Tuesday, May 23rd after the premiere of Beat Shazam on Fox.
Electrify Maine is Maine's #1 electrical contractor, providing outstanding electrical services to businesses, industries, and homes throughout the state. Electrify Maine also sells and installs heat pumps and is a licensed Generac dealer. Call us today for a free estimate.
A partial settlement is awarded in connection with the fatal shooting on the set of the embattled film Rust. A judge in New Mexico Tuesday awarded $1.15 million to the movie's medic, Sherilyn Schaefer. Schaefer says in her civil complaint that she tried to save the life of cinematographer Helena Hutchins, who was shot when a prop gun held by actor Alec Baldwin discharged. Schaefer claims prop master Sarah Zachary and weapons supervisor Hannah Gutierrez-Reed failed to make sure there were no live rounds in Baldwin's gun, adding that the shock of the incident has made her unable to continue with her work. Involuntary manslaughter charges against Alec Baldwin were dismissed last month. An involuntary manslaughter charge against Gutierrez-Reed still pending.
A section of highway in Minnesota has been renamed after Prince. Governor Tim Walz signed the bill to make it official on Tuesday, renaming a section of Highway 5 near Prince's Paisley Park home and studio, which now bears Prince's full name, Prince Rogers Nelson.
I'm so happy that he did finally get his name on the highway, because he rode up and down this highway all the time with his new music. He tested all out, and with his engineers, and they would get in their BMWs and ride around to see how it sounded inside the car. And if he didn't like it, he'd come back in and change it again.
The bill was signed in purple ink, and it stipulates that the highway sign must also be purple.
Very fitting. Alrighty, well, a Monster sequel debuts a first look while more announcements are made of events postponed due to the writers' strike. Fox's Ashley Dvorkin has all of that and more in the Hollywood Nation.
Meg 2 is ready to bite into the box office. The Bear dishes on season 2, and a tribute is postponed in the Hollywood Nation. In one of the latest event changes due to the writers' strike, the American Film Institute announced it's postponing Nicole Kidman's Life Achievement Award tribute. The 49th annual tribute was set for June 10th. In a statement, AFI said, due to the division in our community at this time, AFI has decided to postpone this year's event with the goal to offer a celebratory environment worthy of our recipient. It's the way you move. 30 Seconds to Mars brothers Jared and Shannon Leto released the band's first new music in 5 years with Stuck. The video to go with it is directed by Jared, and he calls it a love letter to some of his favorite photographers. Stuck is the lead single from the upcoming album, It's the End of the World, But It's a Beautiful Day, out this September.
2 hours to open, Chef.
Yes, Chef. Mark that calendar. FX series The Bear announced a season 2 premiere date. The Chicago set show follows a fine dining chef running his family's sandwich shop, and will dine with them again on Hulu June 22nd. Today's first looks is the return of The Meg with the sequel to the deep-sea sci-fi horror flick starring Jason Statham. Meg 2, The Trench is in theaters August 4th.
Ooh, barracuda.
In Hollywood, Ashley Dvorkin, Fox News.
Can't imagine too many instances where I feel bad for a T-Rex, but in that case...
Yeah, right? Maybe just a little bit. Yeah. That movie just looks positively ridiculous, and I think that's like its main grab, you know, just how...
The subtitle?
Yeah, right? Positively ridiculous.
Oh,
yep.
my goodness.
Well, now you got to go and see it.
Something a little more, I don't know, close to the mark, perhaps?
Yeah, right.
The full 5-day. That's coming up.
Stay with us.
Ooh, what a chilly start to the day today. Temperatures close to freezing, even below freezing in some spots. We saw some 20s out there, but much, much warmer weather will be back. When and how warm will it get? I'll have the answers coming up.
It's your journey. Own every mile in the all-electric Hyundai Ioniq 5, 2023 Motor Trend SUV of the Year. Lease an Ioniq 5 for $499 a month, including a $7,500 EV lease reward. See your Bangor Hyundai dealer.
Summer can't come soon enough. And by the time it gets here, it flies by too fast. Here's an idea. Let's start summer sooner. Let's fly someplace warm. Let's fly someplace sunny. Let's start at Bangor International Airport, making tomorrow's memories today. The official airport of summer sooner. The official airport of you. FlyBangor.com.
On the Road, broadcasting the news at 6, live from Hamden, is sponsored by Leo & Sons Auto Repair, a family-owned business providing fast and dependable auto repair services. Armstrong Tennis and Pickleball Center. Call us and learn pickleball with beginner classes for a great healthy and social activity. No equipment needed. And see Color Concepts on Hammond Street, Bangor for Benjamin Moore paints and Hunter Douglas winter treatments.
first time since WrestleMania, Roman Reigns returns, and the World Heavyweight Championship Tournament continues. An all-new Friday Night SmackDown, live at 8, 7 Central on.
Ooh, what a chill. Happy Tuesday and welcome back. Our main weather today is brought to you by the Blue Alpaca Ranch and Store. Visit our ranch and meet the alpacas or shop in our store in downtown Belfast. All right, folks, we made it. Spring weather all over America is finally here. 80s down south, of course, some 90s as well. 70s in the central part of the country and even some 60s all the way up into Canada. So everyone has a taste of some real spring weather. We had high temperatures earlier today. Check that out. 60 degrees, some 50s by the coast of Rockland into Bar Harbor. Up north by Greenville, we were looking at temperatures around 53, even some 57-degree temperatures, especially closer to Millinocket. Our average high temperature should be at around 64 degrees this time of year. Look at Thursday, Friday, 70s all down the board. A couple of 60s by Sunday, maybe into Monday, but overall we will be warm. Temperatures near average to above average temperatures all over the area the next week or so. Besides tonight, we're looking at really cold temperatures sticking around once again overnight tonight. No advisories, no frost advisories or freeze warnings here in town. Nothing in Bar Harbor as well, but just to the west, we're looking at Rockland and around Portland area having some frost advisories actually out till around 8 a.m. tomorrow. Tonight, we're looking at temperatures really cold, so by those morning hours tomorrow, we will see a little bit of frost on our cars. We are pretty clear, though. No precipitation falling, no rain, and of course, no snow falling, but it is going to get cold tonight with clouds breaking up here in the northeast, and with that cool air really starting to make its way down. Center part of the country getting a couple of thunderstorms out there. Northern part of the U.S., we're looking at Minnesota into North Dakota. A couple of scattered rain showers as well. We are actually going to be clear the next couple of days with more chances of rain moving in, I would say, the next several days. We're looking at maybe Friday into Saturday. Winds, though, a bit on the breezy end right now. It is starting to calm down by the coast, Bar Harbor, Rockland. We're looking at 8 miles an hour. Here in town, though, 14-mile-an-hour sustained winds, Millinocket around 10. These are sustained winds, folks. So we're looking at wind gusts gusting up to maybe 25, 30 miles an hour all throughout the area. Tonight, though, we will have winds pretty calm, more calm winds than they are out there right now. Temperatures will be cooling back off into the mid-30s. Mostly clear, though, so that's going to allow that atmosphere to really cool off. But tomorrow, though, nice rebound. Temperatures around 70 degrees, mostly sunny, so that May sun will really warm things up. Our extended forecast outlook does show lots of sunshine once again for Thursday, then more chances of rain, even maybe a couple of thunderstorms by Friday. Saturday into Sunday, we're pretty clear. We'll see peaks of sunshine. Temperatures back near average to slightly above in the 60s and 70s. Beth?
All right, so if you've got a pup who's afraid of thunderstorms, make appropriate arrangements for Friday.
Got to keep that in mind.
Yep.
All right, well, sports is coming up next with Tyler Cruz. Stay with us.
Mother's Day is fast approaching, and we have the perfect gift right here at Quality Jewelers. Pick any mother's ring mounting, and we'll cover the cost of the stones. This deal ends Saturday, May 13th, so don't wait. Quality Jewelers, locally owned and operated, Penobscot Plaza, Bangor.
BuyAToyota.com is Toyota's official website for deals. See every official Toyota deal out there, including offers not seen on TV. BuyAToyota.com, when you officially want the best deal. Toyota, let's go places.
On the Road, broadcasting the news at 6, live from Hamden, is sponsored by the Coffee Break Cafe in Hamden, offering breakfast and lunch Monday through Sunday. Check out our daily specials on Facebook. Coastal Auto Parts, your local Napa Auto Parts dealer with 29 locations, owned and operated by a Maine family that cares. University of Maine Early College, tuition-free online courses for high school students. umaine.edu/early college.
Sketch, Forrest! Sketch! Pitch
Pictionary. My daddy, he liked Pictionary. He liked Pictionary shrimp, Pictionary shrimp.
Pencil us in every weekday
on Fox 22.
Mother's Day is fast approaching, and we have the perfect gift right here at Quality Jewelers. Pick any mother's ring mounting, and we'll cover the cost of the stones. This deal ends Saturday, May 13th, so don't wait. Quality Jewelers, locally owned and operated, Penobscot Plaza, Bangor.
Tonight's Sports is brought to you by Ansley Moore, a realtor since 2013, working throughout the state of Maine with both buyers and sellers with a focus on the greater Bangor area.
Welcome back in, everyone. Thank you for staying with us. We are going to start with the Celtics. A very important Game 5 on Tuesday with the series tied at 2 games apiece, and the C's won't see home court again until Game 7 if needed. Jaylen Brown masked and ready to go at the Garden, hoping to lead Boston to victory over Philadelphia. Picking it up in the second quarter, Sixers up 10. Joel Embiid double-teamed, kicks it to Tobias Harris, back to Embiid, and he's going to bury the mid-range jumper. He was on fire all night long. In the third now, C's down 14, looking for a spark. Nice move to the basket here by Jason Tatum. He's going to miss it, but gets the putback to go, and it is a 12-point game. But the Celtics really just couldn't figure it out tonight. Tatum's going to get it poked loose right here, and that's going to result in an easy 2 for the Sixers to put them up 16 in the third quarter, up 17 now, and Tyrese Maxey is going to get a wide-open paint, gets to the hole, and gets it to go. 19 was their biggest lead at that point, and it didn't get any better. Boston falls 115 to 103. Let's put that one past us. We'll head to the Diamond now. Maine baseball is nearing the end of their regular season with just 2 America East series left on the calendar before playoffs. This past weekend, the Black Bears dropping their first America East series of the year, losing 2 of 3 to UMBC. They're in second place. Friday and Saturday, both hard-fought 9-8 losses to the Retrievers, and Sunday's 9-0 win gave them an advantage in the season series after sweeping the Retrievers earlier in the year. And talking to the team on Tuesday, head coach Nick Durba says taking those losses doesn't really sound any alarms, and they're looking at it as a chance to take their kicks before it matters most.
I think actually it gives some resiliency to us. Coming back from some losses, some disappointments, that was really important for us to learn this over this weekend. So, while you never want to lose those series, this is kind of like how we start to learn, we continue to learn and progress as a team, and maybe we'll hit our stride, our second streak, coming up here this weekend.
Now, the bright spot of the weekend was on the mound on Sunday as freshman Gianni Gambardella was dealing in 7 shutout innings. He would get the win and earn himself an America East Rookie of the Week nod, his second of the season. Now, Gambardella missed a few weeks of the season early on with an elbow injury in his throwing arm, but was able to battle back and become one of the rotation's more consistent pieces.
The main thing I was just thinking about was just keeping it in the zone, throwing strikes, and making them swing at the ball, be competitive in the zone. I mean, before every game, we all have pitcher meetings, and that's what Coach Heath always talks to us, just be in the zone, be competitive with your pitches, and the guys behind us, hopefully they make the plays, and they've been doing really good behind me.
G's went out and threw strikes. I mean, he's got good stuff, commands the ball well, and half the battle is really being able to pound the zone with some real command and not just, splitting plate or missing the strike zone.
They're in action at Merrimack on Wednesday. Let's stay with some baseball now. Husson baseball with a chance to clinch the NAC title on their home turf, but they have to beat SUNY Cobleskill twice to do it. Fighting Tigers looking to close this one out in one game. Husson trying to win 2 in a row. Picking it up in the first inning. Eagles with runners on the corners. Dave York grounds this ball to the pitcher, who spins and fires to second. But that gets away. That brings in Ethan Stoddard. Eagles go up 4-0. Next batter, Colin Marshall lines this one into right field. Hunter Curtis is going to score, and York hustles all the way around from first on the misplay. Marshall goes to third. 6-0 now. Next batter, Keegan Sear lifts one deep into right field, and that is plenty deep to bring home Marshall. The Eagles would post a 7 spot in the top of the first. The pitching and defense says thank you very much. That is plenty of insurance for them as they take Game 1 by a score of 16-6. So here we go, Eagles and Fighting Tigers in a winner-take-all Game 2. First inning, Tigers with men on the corners, 1 out. Look at this heads-up play from Ty Knowlton, the catcher. Perfect throw to third. Tanner Evans slaps the tag down to cut the threat. Later on, Connor Abood on the hill. Tigers have him loaded. That doesn't faze him one bit. Sits him down on strikes, and he is fired up about it. Eagles down 1 now. Knowlton at the dish. He is going to crush this ball dead center. That's the deepest part of the ballpark right there, and it's over everything. This game is tied, and the Eagles are pumped up. To the bottom of the 8th we go. Same score, bases loaded for Akira Warren. He singles up the middle. That's going to bring home Evans and Jackson Curtis, and the Eagles are able to slam the door in the top of the 9th as well. They win their 4th straight NAC title. Final score is 4-1.
It just, I think, shows, what we've done all year. We've just kept playing baseball. Kids have believed in themselves. Coaches have believed in them. And, just so proud of them. Just so proud of their efforts today. And that's a really good baseball team that we beat today. And just really, really proud of them and ready for that next step.
I think it just kind of shows, what our team was this year. We just stuck together, really pretty group. I mean, we have, even in the dugout, we know everyone has a role. And just everyone played that role really well the whole weekend. And it just led us to this.
And big stuff from them, dropping a game yesterday, then winning 3 straight. Congratulations to the Eagles. Let's switch gears slightly, and we will head over to softball. Husson on the road looking to clinch their 5th straight NAC title. They're up against Cazenovia, and we're going to pick this up bottom 7. No score still, 1 out. Tegan Blackie lines this one into right field. The Eagles are in business with a base runner on and 1 out. Next batter is Katie Raymond, and the lefty is going to get a hold of this pitch and rope it past the second baseman. And now the Eagles have first and second with 1 out, so they go to the small ball here, and it gets the job done. Olivia McCarty with a beautiful sacrifice bunt that makes it 2nd and 3rd with 2 down, and Bulla McCabe at the plate. And she takes care of business. Lining a single into center field, Blackie trots home, hops on home plate. The Eagles are NAC champs for the 5th season in a row. 1-0 is the final. A big congratulations to them. Good luck in the NCAA tournament to both teams. That's all the time we have for sports, though. We'll be right back after the break.
Comfy, cozy, relaxing. Not Joe. Joe's Furniture. Joe's Furniture Warehouse in Newport is the place to find rockers, recliners, sofas, and easy chairs. Quality furniture, affordable prices. Not your average Joe. Joe's Furniture Warehouse, Grogan Avenue in Newport.
When you've experienced fire and smoke damage in your home, when pipes break and you have water everywhere, when you're concerned about your family's health because of mold, you need a friendly face to take care of it all. You need the friendly faces of Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration. We're just a click or call away. Whatever life throws at you, Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration is here for you. Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration. You keep the memories. We'll handle the rest.
Healing Hands Massage in Hamden provides professional massage services tailored specifically for our clients. Healing Hands Massage offers a variety of different massage techniques and services. Healing Hands Massage also offers spa services such as facials, body scrubs, and paraffin wax for the hands and feet. Are you looking for a day of relaxation? Healing Hands Massage offers outstanding packages at reasonable rates. Whether you're looking for relief from chronic pain, stiffness, or just want to treat yourself to a day of relaxation, Healing Hands Massage is the place for you.
Built upon a solid foundation of cast iron and steel, the Kubota LO1 series is rated #1 in durability and owner experience. Powerful Kubota diesel engine, ease of operation, and your choice of a dependable Kubota gear or HST transmission. The durable Kubota LO1 series tractor. Talk to your local Kubota dealer today to schedule a demo.
Available at Doors Equipment, 1468 Outer Hammond Street, Bangor.
We got a pie dish.
It's lime curd.
We got to figure this out.
We're back with Crime Scene Kitchen. Your challenge is to recreate the mystery dessert as best you can using only the clues left behind.
It has to be a pie.
This is my kind of cake.
Were you trying to make it messy? Or did it just turn out that way?
What is that?
So good.
Crime Scene Kitchen returns Monday, June 5th on Fox.
Durable, sturdy, stylish. Not Joe. Joe's Furniture. Joe's Furniture Warehouse in Newport is the place to find solid wood, built to last, made in Maine dressers, bureaus, and nightstands. Not your average Joe. Joe's Furniture Warehouse, Grogan Avenue in Newport.
This summer, it's the U.S. versus the world.
Unbelievable!
The FIFA Women's World Cup, July on Fox.
The town of Holden has received another shipment of Chief Chris Greeley commemorative wristbands. The bracelets can be purchased at the Maine Military Supply Store on Route 1A in Holden. Chief Greeley died unexpectedly on March 9th. He was known for his community involvement, most notably his 25 Days of Kindness campaign, which he started as a way to give back to the community. Since Greeley's death, the Holden Police Department has stepped up to keep the 25 Days of Kindness initiative alive. The bands can be purchased for $5, with all of the proceeds going to support that fund in honor of Chief Greeley.
A 4-year-old Brewer boy has been handed a set of circumstances few could imagine. Oliver Gray is nonverbal autistic and is bald from alopecia. His mother's biggest wish this Mother's Day is that he'll be accepted for who he is. Jody Hersey has more.
Him being nonverbal hasn't ever, stopped him being happy.
4-year-old Oliver is on the move. He loves the playground, especially the swings and the slide. But unlike others his age, Oliver has nonverbal autism. He also can't grow hair, eyelashes, and eyebrows due to alopecia universalis.
He doesn't know that he looks different to other people, and he's normalized himself amongst other people just as, people should normalize him.
Oliver's grandmother posted a heartfelt message on the Brewer Talk social media page, sharing his condition is not contagious, and for those who see him out and about to not be afraid to ask questions.
Not make the assumption of it's cancer. Most of the time, that's what a lot of people think. And even if you do, it's an educational moment. But instead of staring or anything, just ask if you're curious, and if not, just keep walking by.
Oliver's mother, Sydney, says Oliver has learned some basic sign language, but more often than not, he communicates with sounds.
He makes just a lot of humming noises and, screeches when he's unhappy or when he's excited. They're different screeches.
For Mother's Day, Sydney would like nothing more than for her boy to be loved and accepted for the person he truly is.
People kind of give him strange looks, so kind of just raising awareness and normalizing how he looks to everybody else.
In Brewer, I'm Jody Hersey for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Certainly that message of accepting folks for exactly who they are, universally applicable there. Absolutely, and just so strong, that bond between the two of them, you can tell, and just seems like the sweetest little boy. So yeah, just here's hoping that message is heard and accepted throughout the community. Absolutely. Alrighty, folks, that is going to do it for us. From everyone here at Fox 22 News, take care and have a great rest of your night. Good night, everyone.